TNT Unfiltered 1. Now your hosts, Tyler Freed and Tim Lombardo.
Hello, everyone. Tim Lombardo here at TNT Unfiltered with the other half of the T.
Tyler Freed. How we doing, guys?
We are doing great. So today I want to talk about something that kind of drives me nuts and I need some answers to.
Yeah.
A lot of times, believe it or not, you guys aren't the first people call to inquire about buying or financing a house. So I get this conversation a lot. I always ask, what's your house worth? What do you owe? Kind of try to get a figure out on the get a read on how much equity they have.
Yeah.
And a lot of times they'll say my house is worth, Zillow says my house is worth 700. Redfin says my house is worth 750. Okay. And then you go meet them and they've got 700 or 750 stuck in their head. And then you think
675.
675.
Right.
Okay. So how does Zillow and Redfin get so far off and what makes them wrong and you right? Or maybe
Zillow and Redfin are really, really good. If you can think of those master plan communities that are all around the country, like Lakeland Hills, where you've got 70 houses that are all the same and 5 different floor plans, bada bing, bada boom. They can really nail the price on that. But when you get out to homes that are on a half acre, an acre, and more specific and custom values, it's just impossible for them to use their algorithm to really predict it. So it's very important that they, I bring those numbers with me from Redfin, Realtor.com, National Association of Realtors, Realtor Pricing Resource, all those, and include their market analysis to kind of give them an idea of what the true value is.
Yeah, because I hear that a lot. People say, Redfin says my house is worth 750. Well, Redfin doesn't buy your house. They'll sell it for you, but they won't buy it. Exactly. They won't give you their price for it. Maybe one day that's coming.
But on those major websites, that's why they have it a little bit higher. So they call because they've got a team of people that are paying money to be on. Right?
Yeah, exactly. So if I can't really say for certain or with a lot of certainty, or I should say a lot of confidence, right? That Redfin and Zillow give me X and I'm trying to ascertain how much equity I have in my house. Like what are my best ways to go about solving that problem or answering that question rather?
It's a good segue. We've got a program. We have a solution.
We do have a solution.
Homebot.
Yeah.
So ask your local lender that you like to use or ask your realtor that you like to use if they have Homebot. Homebot once a month will send out tracking, let you know what your equity position is, how much the value has gone up or down, kind of what a potential selling price would be.
So why is Homebot's value different than Redfin and Zillow's, or does Homebot just pull from Redfin and Zillow?
I don't know exactly where Homebot gets the numbers, but what I like about that is if you send me something and I say, hey, Tim, I've got the house at 310,000, but just praised for 400 grand, you can go back in there and redo a market analysis and put the correct value in there.
So I could go in, I've got a Homebot account. Yeah. And Zillow and Redfin are saying my house is worth 7 to 725. And maybe Homebot says it's worth 500 or 600 or pick a number. You as an agent can do an evaluation for me and then change it.
Yeah, you can contest the value on there, which I've had happen probably with a dozen people and happy to do it. The purpose is we want to get you correct information every single month so you can track your investment and your portfolio there. Yeah. So doesn't take us long. We just create a market analysis and it's another good touching point for us and our clients.
And I'm always really big on, I like to know how much money I have, or how much money I don't have because, kids and all that. Yeah. And the house is always a big equity piece, right? Yeah. So it's nice to see each month, hey, I've got, my house is going up or I'm paying the mortgage down or combination thereof.
I know we're talking about Homebot right now, but with the values going up and tracking it, even what's going on in the market, you want to give us your quick stress test that happened with the market the last
the stress test is a funny one. So I look at it this way, is that we had this really weird market that COVID created in that it created a huge demand for housing because now I'm going to work from home. And if I'm going to work from home, 12 hours a day or whatever it is, my kids are here, I'm going to need space. I want what I want. So we had a bunch of people decide to go buy houses. At the same time, the Fed is worried that the economy is going to go south because of COVID and people not working. So they drop rates to zero. So now everybody's buying and they're shopping with ultimately almost free money. Yeah. Right. Almost free money. I know a lot of people that took mortgages on their house at that time that owned them cash. They just pulled a bunch of money out. Cause it's like, if I can borrow money at 3%, give me as much as I can get because I'll go do something else with it that's more beneficial. So we saw a lot of that. So of course that drives prices way up. Yeah. And then as all of a sudden the Fed says we're going to stop keeping rates low. We're going to start hiking them. And they hiked them at a record pace, like double record pace. So we went from, basically high 2s, low 3s up to basically 8, kind of give or take there for a minute. And so everybody and their mother thought that, prices are going to tank. Right, prices are going to go down. Prices are going to correct. I'm going to catch one of these things on a good deal.
Waiting for a crash.
But instead, what happened? Like, what did you see?
Flatline.
It was flat. So maybe it's like a little up, a little down, depending on the market.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like we go through COVID for 2 years. We're 2 years of a high rate environment, and we're just now kind of hitting that peak where we were maybe in the 8s. Now we're like 6s, high 6s, 7s, depending on scenario, whatever. And you're starting to crest down. Well, we haven't seen a big price reduction, right? So rates have started to come back down. There's been no price reduction. So it would seem logical to think that prices probably only go up from here.
Hence your stress test.
Hence the stress test. We went through a bunch of stress and house prices didn't so much as flinch. So,
all right, lock that one up and take it with you guys.
Lock it up. So if you want to know more about Homebot, feel free to call and reach out. We'd love to get you a report, get you enrolled. It's quick and simple, and it's one of my favorite tools and a lot of my clients' favorite tools as well.
Excellent. Good plug for Homebot. Reach out. Thanks for tuning in. We'll talk to you soon.
Have a great day.
You've been listening to TNT Unfiltered. We hope you've enjoyed the show, and we hope you've gotten something from it. Make sure to like, rate, review, and subscribe. Find Tyler on social media at Tyler Freed RE. And